Yeah. So anyway, actually, you want to see some movie pics here?
Yeah. What do you got?
So we're in the Cinemassacre video store right now. So I just want to show you. We have.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I was a little tough with the holding the mic here. So let's see. Here we go. So we got all the classics. You know, the blockbuster classic series, Night of the Living Dead, Halloween,
Classic, absolute classic.
Bigfoot and Witches.
Never seen this.
Bigfoot and Witches. We got the werewolf versus the vampire woman.
Nice.
Look at that cover.
I was just going to compliment on that cover. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that is just so beautiful.
Yeah. It's a tattoo worthy too.
Night Tide, starring Dennis Hopper.
Wow, young.
Mermaids and Murder.
Night Tide, Dennis Hopper, Mermaids and Murder. Look at that young, beautiful, pretty Dennis Hopper there.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that man.
Jack Nicholson in The Terror.
Oh my God, dude!
It's one of his.
This has got to be what, 1968?
63.
63.
Yeah. It's one of his first movies and one of Boris Karloff's last movies.
Look at that goddamn stud.
Actually, Boris Karloff still had quite some years left.
Yeah,
but Jack Nicholson, that's like his second or no, third. At least his third with Corman, because I know he did Little Shop of Horrors. He did The Raven. So those are the three I know. And then one of my favorite covers here, because we only have family entertainment here.
Invited.
Look at that! Like, what the hell is going on in that cover?
Looks like an oversized cat eating some sort of ghoul, like gargoyle dog.
Yeah.
What's the premise? You'll never look at a cat the same way again. No shit, dude. That's got some familiar faces on the back tuld Oh, I thought that was Burt Reynolds at first. Like,
oh, really?
I don't remember that.
Wow.
Let me just see here. So what was this? This is 70s, right? What'd you say?
Let's see. 88.
88?
Or 87.
Okay.
Copyright 88. I don't know, 2 dates. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm going to have to check that out sometime.
Real quick, is that the dude from Star Wars? The one general?
Yeah.
The Curse of...
dude.
Oh, you got a whole row of
Dude,
them.
you know who that is? That's Darth Vader. That's Dave Prowse. Yeah, okay. So Peter Cushing, because George Lucas was a fan of all these movies, and the Hammer films. So Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein, who was in all 6 of the Hammer films, played by Peter Cushing. He cast him as Governor Tarkin in in Star Wars, and Dave Prowse, who was was Darth Vader in the suit.
All I see is this is you were right. You were right.
Yeah, although unfortunately that wasn't him when they took off the mask. This is a whole other topic. There's a really good documentary called I Am Your Father, if you want to know all about Dave Prowse and how many times he was screwed with the Star Wars movies. Like, first, he didn't know that they were going to dub his voiceover with somebody else, even though James Earl Jones is so amazing. Like, you can't imagine anybody else. But but originally, like, he had no idea. And then on top of that, like, he came up with the idea of Luke being Vader's son, and then Lucas took the idea and ran with it, and then this is according to this documentary. I mean, this is his take on it. But and then also the third thing was that he was finally going to get unmasked, and they were going to show his face. Yeah, and then they just found out that, like, oh yeah, they just filmed it with somebody else.
Ooh, that's
yeah, and they actually refilmed it. Like they refilmed the scene now, like all these years later with Dave Prowse in it. But they couldn't show it. They lead up to it the whole documentary, and then they just they can't show it because of copyright or something.
Oh man!
But also
it's so sad for such a film that just became one of the biggest films ever to get fucked like that. As an actor, like, God.
And then of course we know Christopher Lee, who was in the Hammer Dracula films, became Count Dooku in Attack of the Clones. So. He was always going back to the Hammer
this
films.
is him beardless, obviously.
Yeah, that was back in the 60s.
Taste the blood of Dracula.
Yeah. I mean, Christopher Lee was a totally different take. Like, it was a very different Dracula than Lugosi.
Very nice.
But he is also, like, just as iconic.
Oh,
it's the most second famous Dracula is Christopher Lee.
Yeah, definitely very admirable performance by him, man, as Dracula.
Fuck you.